Alright guys, so I'm going to show you how to put the slip bobber on because it's the most complicated. Alright, I'm going to show you that first, I'm going to show you the rest of the bobbers. Okay, so you need one of these things from your pile of them. That's your string or tube. I prefer to move the string down right to the end of the tube before I get started, just because it makes it simpler for the rest of the time. So you take your string, then you simply thread it through. Simply thread it through the middle of your tube. So it pokes out the other end, and then you grab it and you pull it down. I want to make sure you got a nice little considerable amount there. Okay, then you hold this string with your bottom 3 fingers, and then you pull off this, and you pull off this string. Alright, so then just move your tube up out of the way. Most of them just pop right off. You can discard that, it's not useful. Then you grab the 2 ends of the strings. Make sure you're pulling them the right way.
Can't see.
Okay, grab the 2 ends of the string. Pull them tight. Just want to make sure they're nice and tight. Tight, nice on there. Nope. Alright. And then now anytime you want to adjust the height of your bobber, you just can pull these strings up or down.
Can't see.
Just pull these strings up, like go up on the line, or pull it down to make it go down on the line. Alright, so then just pull her up out of the way for the current moment. It's a little bit curly, but that's not a problem. Alright, and then now you need one of the beads from earlier. Okay, here's the bead. Little pink thing on my hand. Okay, then you gotta find the hole of the bead.
Can't see.
You gotta find the hole of the bead.
Down.
You gotta put your line through it.
It's down
It takes a couple tries.
See, move your fingers away from the camera because it doesn't focus, but if you move them away...
Alright. See, then you got your bead hanging on there like that. Then you just can pull your string up, let it slide down to the string. Okay? So now you have the string that stops the bead. Now you got the string that stops the bead. Okay, then you need to grab your slip bobber. It's this one. And then if you look on the end, there's one with a small hole in it. There's one with a very large hole in it. So you take the one with the small hole and you flip her around so it's like this. And then you put her straight. You put the line straight through that little hole on the top, the small one. You just gotta keep on threading it through. Just keep on threading it through till it peeks out the other end. Okay, and it'll peek out the other end, right like this. And you just grab it, just let it fall. So now you got the 3 of them on there. So you got the string, where it stops the bead, that stops the bobber. And that stops your bobber from going up and down, and that stops your bobber from just continually floating in the air when you cast your bait. Alright, so you need to take a look at your line, make sure it's a nice straight line tip. If it's not, you gotta cut it off. Okay, then now you're gonna put your hook on. So you look for your hooks, you get your hooks. I use the E-Claws I previously mentioned, number 6. Pull yourself a hook out. Okay, so then you take one of these hooks and hold it like this. And you thread the line straight through it.
It's really important that you have focus on this next part. It's really hard to tie.
Okay, so you got your hook right there. Got your string through it. Okay, then you got to take your string and wrap it 3 times around itself. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then grab it with your teeth and pull it down. Okay. Then grasp it in your fingers down here. Okay. And let go of it with your teeth. Then you gotta wrap it 7. You gotta make a loop here like this. You gotta wrap it 7 more times up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, then the most important part is that when you put it in the hole, it has to be from the back, from the way that you're winding it. So then you put it in the loop that you made previously. Then you grab the string with your teeth like this. Grab the little butt with your teeth like this. And you pull it through. And then you should just be able to pull your string like this. Then you gotta go grab your pliers, because this will hurt your fingies. Gotta grab your pliers. Just gotta take my casing off. Can you still see it?
I can't see it.
Okay, you gotta take your hook, grasp it with your pliers, and then you wrap your finger around the line like this, and you pull a couple times. Make sure she's on there nice and good. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. Pull her a nice couple times, make sure she's on there nice and good. Alright, and then you gotta go reach down. Grab your knife, and grab your cutting board of choice.
Bring it down more.
You see it? Mm-hmm. Okay, now you just cut your butt. Make sure it's not too close to the line, but you want to cut most of it off. Okay. Then you're just gonna look at it like this. Oops, sorry. Can you see it? Then you just gotta look at it like this. The little butt right there. Got her on, and when you know you got it right and good, I could zoom up on this part. When you can see there's a little bunch of string right there on the top.
Just leave it, let it focus.
Alright, that's how you know when you got it right and good. Okay, so now you can just let the hook go. I got a hook tied on here, but now you need some weight to it because, well, otherwise it's going to go about 2 feet into the water. And you got to grab your split shot. And for this, I believe you can just use one, unless you want a larger casting distance.
This finger is always in the way.
Unless you want a larger casting distance. The more weight you put on, the farther it'll go. Now with this size bobber, you can put 2 on. You can, but you only need to put 1 on. All right. So to put a split shot in, you put it in your mouth like this. You find the 2 tabs on the top of it. Okay. Put 2 tabs in your mouth, and yeah, pinch them with your mouth. And that opens it up like this. It opens it up just like this. Okay? Then you take it when it's like that, and you put the line through it. It's important to spit out any lead that you get in your mouth. You do not want to eat that stuff. You do not want to even leave it in your mouth. The lead that you get in your mouth, you have to spit out immediately. Immediately. If you don't, you can get seriously hurt. Seriously sick. Lead poisoning. Don't do it. It's dangerous. And you take it like this, and you smush it together with your teeth, okay? Like that. You smush it together. Okay? Then I could use my pliers, but most of the time I just use my teeth. So there's still a little gap there. Can you see that little gap? Okay, then you take your teeth and you smush the gap together like this. And just scrape your teeth, right on your teeth, over the metal to close it up. Again, spit out any lead that you get in your mouth. Any lead at all. Okay. Then you have your now that is a slip bobber rig. Alright, you got your hook, got your weight, you got your hook, you got your weight, got your bobber, And up here you got your bead, and here you got the string to stop the bead, which stops the bobber. Alright? Now that is how you rig up a slip bobber. Now we're just going to put this out of the way for a moment, because I don't want to retie this hook 4 times, otherwise it would bore the hell out of you. Heck out of you. Now you got to get your next type of bobber. Here's how you rig up your next type of bobber. Now this is just a classic bobber. So you just push the top down like this.
Wait. What do you do? Explain it.
You got to push the top down like this, and then hook it into the line like this. So then you got it. So then it should be able to hang like this. Now some guys will tell you this is good. Most guys won't. So then look at the top like this. Okay, so there's one side with the hook right there. There's one side without the hook. Take your fingernail and put it on the side without the hook and push it down while your thumb holds this hook on the bottom down. Okay? So you gotta do all that at the same time, and then this little hook will pop out. Okay? And you take your line and you make a little bit of a loop. You put your line in there. Okay? And then you'll have a little bit of a loop there, which isn't good. So then you put your finger down like this and pull it tight on the bottom and let it go. Alright?
It says no focus, it's not my fault, okay?
Okay? And that is your regular bobber. Now it's basically...
No, like run it down the camera. So I can see.
That is your regular bobber. Your hook. Okay? Then, after you do that, I'm just gonna... Just let me take this off real quick. Then I'm gonna show you how to do this one, alright? Gotta unhook it. Don't hook it in your pants. Now this is basically the same deal. You put it in the hook. There you go. Now with these, if you look, there's a little hole right there. This little hole right there. And now these have a tendency to not go in the hole. So you gotta push it up again and make sure it goes in a little hole. And you just do the same thing for the top. Same process. Push down on the side that doesn't have the hook.
Wait, let it focus.
I'm not gonna let it focus every single time.
You're gonna have a blurry ass video.
Loop it through like this. And let it go. Then you have it like this. Okay? That's basically how you do that one. But now the trick with this is you have got to weight it out right. Okay? Because if you don't put enough weight on, this is how it'll sit in the water. Flat like this. It's not what you want.
Let me see it.
Flat like this in the water. You want it to sit like this in the water. So you gotta just experiment with it. There's no right or wrong way to do it. Gotta keep putting sinkers on until it sits straight up like this in the water. And if it goes down below the water line like this, then you gotta start taking some sinkers off until it gets to about the middle. Alright? Alright, if you guys have made it this far, please subscribe. I'm just kidding, you don't have to. Okay, now here's how to put on the final one and the best one. Okay? So you take...
Try to get like sideways with it.
So you take the spring bobber like this, and you'll pull it down all the way, and there's a little slot right there. You'll see the little slot. Just look for the little slot. It probably won't get on video, but you'll see it on your actual bobber if you use it. Then you put the string through the slot and pull it up, so it's nice and taut like this. It's nice and taut like this. Alright, then you let it go. Then you have to push it up a little bit to make sure she's still on there. And you have got yourself a slip. Then you've got yourself a bobber. Now this type of bobber will sit upright like this in the water. And when you use the big ones like this, you want to put 2 sinkers on. I only have 1 right now just for the demo. You want to put 2 of these on. 2 of them. Alright, so that is basically it. Do not end it yet. Now you may be thinking, well, that's all there is to it. That looks pretty simple. But the hardest part is doing the hook. Now you'll screw up the hook a bunch of times until you get it right. Then you'll be able to... You saw how fast I did it. I didn't even edit that. I don't know how to edit that. I just did it my first try. because I've practiced it a bunch of times. Now a good way to practice it is get some jig heads. Now jig heads, they have a little bit of paint in them, so you just gotta pick the paint out. And they have a nice big loop to practice on, and you can do it over and over and over. Do it like when you're watching TV, when you're watching football. Well, we don't have any football right now, but when we get football, anything, do it all the time. And the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. I'll include a link for what a jig looks like in the video. All right, and if you don't want to miss any of them, please subscribe. And if you have any questions, comment. I will comment back. Peace.